Boom! What's up, folks? What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free on this YouTube channel with myself and other THD pro traders, and special guests drop golden nuggets and provide you with free lessons and education that are going to help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But first, why should you listen to anything that I have to say on this live stream or any others? Guys, I didn't begin, excuse me, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working for a fund in New York City, my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession. The stock market crashed, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before they let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program. I had access to some of the top trading tools, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders that helped ensure my success, and that is exactly what the TG platform is based on here now today. Today's live stream is going down as follows. We're going to start things off with a 15, 20-minute Q&A. Give some time for people to log on, ask me questions. Don't be shy. Then we're diving into some important lessons and topics that can help you become more profitable traders as early as tomorrow. Nice day today in chat. We caught a home run on a little small cap trade. I've got two open swing trade positions that we've got to talk about. I took final profits off on the monster MULN, a 100% gain to the penny on that MULN trade. So we have a lot to unpack, a lot to uncover. Is MULN done? Everybody wants to know, when can we buy it back, or is the move over? I'll tell you exactly what I think there. And I'll walk you guys through the two open swing trades that I currently have open. And we're going to go over what my thoughts were on today's action in the markets and what I think we go from here. All right. So we got a lot to unpack, a lot to cover. So let's just dive right in, folks. Before we begin, start typing your questions in chat right now. Don't be shy. Do not be embarrassed. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you learn. So go ahead, folks. Start typing your questions in chat right now, and let's begin that Q&A. All right, folks, let's do it. Fire away. Who's first? Who's got one? What technical analysis indicators should we use for swing trade, or should we just look at news and patterns? Valerie, I like using, for me, when I swing trade, definitely news and patterns are going to be key, but I also like to take a look over at the MACD indicator, specifically when I am swing trading. I really do like the MACD indicator. Know where all of your major moving averages are, the 50, 100, 200 day. I think it's important to know where those moving averages are, and then use that MACD indicator. Those are two. Also, the Fibonacci levels. You can use Fibonacci's on a daily chart as well. Those are some of the indicators that I use when it comes to swing trading. And then, of course, support and resistance levels and support and resistance zones are going to be crucial. When it comes to swing trading, you've got to really determine if you're going to be a trend continuation trader or a trend reversal trader, because that will also determine, how you're going about looking at those support and resistance zones. Okay, so those are just a couple of different things you can think about when you are swing trading. Don't forget, make sure you go through the swing trading course that is within the True Trading Group curriculum. So there is an entire course dedicated to swing trading. Make sure you definitely check that out. How do you spot bull and bear traps? Bull and bear traps are going to, when it comes to the overall market, and I assume that you're asking about the question, because we talked about this yesterday on the live stream, on like, how do you spot bull and bear traps? Because I was talking about, I think that the move that you saw in the markets the last couple of days, I think could be a bull trap. And let me first explain kind of what bull and bear traps are. So a bull trap is when the markets are in a steady downtrend, but have a very sharp move to the upside, which makes people feel that the bottom is in, and they feel like they've got to chase the markets higher. And then the rug gets pulled out from underneath them. The bulls get trapped long and the markets move lower. Same goes for a bear trap, just the opposite way. So bear trap would be when you're in an uptrend and then you have a sharp decline bears think that the trend is over, everybody piles in short, and then the markets turn back around, they rip up to new highs, and that's a bear trap. So in order to identify bull and bear traps, you really have to know kind of the bigger macro view of what's going on and what's the bigger overall trend. And I'll just, as an example, I'll just draw for you can see, very clearly that the trend here is down in the overall markets. And then this is a very sharp move to the upside and has the potential to be a bull trap. Like the last couple of sharp moves that we had to the upside was a bull trap. Like this, this sharp move to the upside was a bull trap. This move to the upside was a bull trap. Okay, so you're starting to see that, the sharp moves to the upside and the markets, kind of the rug gets pulled out from underneath and the markets then move themselves lower. Next question. What does it mean when they say the shorts are keeping the stock price down? So when someone is saying that shorts are keeping a price down, essentially what they are saying is that short sellers are shorting the stock so aggressively and they're providing more shares into the market. It's preventing the stock from moving higher. So they're saying that the selling pressure that's keeping the price down is not necessarily coming from people that are selling shares that they own, but rather it's coming from people that are shorting the stock, which means when you short a stock, you're selling shares you do not actually own. What are leaps, and are they a way to establish a long-term position if you want to own more of a stock in the future? Yes, they certainly are. So leaps are going to be call options that have expirations that expire way into the future. So like if you want to buy like a January 2024 call option on a stock, you can do that. So it's going to be a call option that expires way into the future, not something that expires in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, but something that expires like a year into the future. That's going to be a leap. Okay. They are a good way for you to build a long-term portfolio. You just have to make sure that you have the capital to exercise the option. Okay. Because when the option expires, let's say you have a stock that's trading at $40 and you buy a $50 strike leap call option. Okay. Let's say fast forward a year from now, that stock that was $40 is now at 75. Okay. If that stock's at 75, the call option you bought gives you the right to buy shares at $50. So when it comes time for your option to expire, you would then need to make sure that you have the capital to buy 100 shares for every one contract you own at $50. So if you own one contract, you better make sure you have enough money to buy 100 shares at $50. Okay. If you have two contracts, you better make sure you have enough capital to buy 200 shares at $50, et cetera, et cetera. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for you to hold it into your expiration. But yes, that could be a good way to build a long-term portfolio. How can EVXY be green if the SPY is also green? They're not direct inverses of each other. The SPY is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. The UVXY tracks VIX futures. The VIX is a volatility measure in the overall market. So the VIX actually measures the size of the move that traders expect the market to make in a given day. Typically, as uncertainty and fear comes into the markets, the VIX goes up because volatility tends to increase when stocks go down. But they're not direct inverses of each other. So just because the SPY goes up does not mean the UVXY has to go down. Okay, remember the VIX tracks volatility and the UVXY is an ETF that tracks that volatility. So they are not direct inverses of each other. They can both be red at the same time. They can both be green at the same time. Can you please explain the Treasury bond inverted yield curve and how it affects the market? Okay, so an inverted yield curve, which you're starting to see an inverted yield curve today. The 5-year Treasury has a higher yield than the 10-year treasury, which is typically not the case. Okay. So you have 2-year, 5-year, 10-year, 30-year. And typically the further out the treasury, so if it's a 2-year, 5-year, 10-year, 30-year has a higher yield than the 10 has a higher yield than the 5 has a higher yield than the 2. That's interest that you'll get paid for owning one of those time frame bonds for the US government, okay, for the treasury. They're called treasury bonds, and that's what they're called, treasury yield. Yield is the interest rate that those bonds will pay you. It's not a good sign when the near term, like the 2-year, has a higher yield than the 10-year. Okay, the 2 and 10 are the biggest, most important yields that you need to pay attention to when you're talking about the possibility of a recession. We've never had an inverted 2 and 10 without there being a recessionary environment, and you're getting pretty damn close. The yield curve is flattening, which means the distance between the yield on a 2-year and the yield on a 10-year is shrinking. Okay. When the yield steepens, that means that the gap between the 10-year and the 2-year, or 30-year and a 5-year, is widening. Right now, you've got, I forgot where, I don't know where we closed today. On the 10-year, we closed around 2.25, 2.26, somewhere around there. But the 2-year is now over 2%. So when you have a 2 to 10, the spread between the 2-year treasury yield and the 10-year treasury yield, when that gets down to 25 basis points, which is right around where we are, that's dangerously close to inverting, which means, so let's say next week, if the 2-year treasury goes up to 2.3% and the 10-year goes down to 2.26%, that's an inverted yield curve. That means that the 2-year bond is paying a higher interest rate than the 10-year bond. That's a bad sign, and typically is one of the leading indicators that the bond market is anticipating a recession. So we're very, very close. Okay, you have about 25 basis points, maybe 27 basis points of a spread. I didn't see where it closed, but I'll check that. But we were around 25 basis point spread between the 2 and 10s. So that's very, very, very close. And if you do go into a recession, that would be bad for the markets. Markets would move lower. What is market imbalance, and how does the market imbalance to the sell or buy side affect price action? Okay, market imbalance, all it means is that you have open orders that are requesting to be filled before the day's over. So if you have a $600 million buy imbalance, that means that out of the unfilled orders, you have an addition or an excess of $600 million that is trying to fulfill buy orders. Now, market makers will then try to find $600 million of supply to the sell side to match those buy orders and find that liquidity so that they can transact those trades before the market closes. First of all, $600 million is actually not a lot at all. You typically need, at least a couple billion of an imbalance to have any type of effect on price action. I wouldn't get too overly obsessed with looking at a market imbalance and trying to buy calls or buy puts depending on that number. It does not necessarily, just because there's a buy imbalance does not necessarily mean the markets have to go up. Just because there's a sell imbalance does not necessarily mean that the markets have to go down. It could have an effect on price action if the imbalance is like 2 billion to one side, but a few hundred million or tens of millions, that's nothing. That's not going to move the markets at all whatsoever. Was there a Fed meeting today? I know Powell spoke earlier. What was that, and did it affect the markets? No, it was not a Fed meeting. He was just speaking at a conference. It did affect the markets today, but the market shrugged it off. So I'll show you guys what happened today. Here is when Powell spoke. Okay. And basically what Powell said was very hawkish. I mean, I've never seen Jerome Powell this hawkish before, and the market just continues to shrug it off. And I don't really know why. And the market's got this wrong. The Fed's a lot more hawkish than people really expected the Fed to be. And he basically said, if we have to raise 50 basis points, we will. He said that there is nothing that would prevent the Fed from raising 50 basis points if they had to. He said that there's nothing that would prevent the Fed from going further than their neutral rate, meaning moving rates even higher than where they want to be in order to bring inflation down. So basically, Jerome Powell, in a nutshell, said, I don't care what we have to do. We're going to do whatever it takes to get inflation down at whatever expense it takes. And that's why the markets moved lower from 446 down to 441. We got about a 5-point drop in the market when he said that. Because he's just hawkish. He's very, very hawkish. And if the Fed's going to be that aggressive raising rates, the more aggressive the Fed is, the more possibility the Fed overshoots, meaning they raise rates too far and it pushes the economy into a recession. So, but it's a balancing act. It's a very, very difficult job that the Fed has. They've got to raise rates enough and aggressively enough to get inflation down, but raise rates conservatively enough to not push the economy into a recession. Very difficult job, especially since these are majorly lagging indicators. So when the Fed raises rates, you're not going to see those rates filter through the economy for 3 to 6 months. So it's like if the Fed realizes that we went too far, it's too late. The economy's already moved into a recession because the Fed won't realize that they went too far for at least 3 to 6 months after they went too far, because it takes so long for the interest rates to go cycle through the economy to where there's actually a meaningful impact on economic factors that are going to affect inflation. So that's why the markets move lower. But then by the end of the day, the markets took it right back. You can see on my chart, the markets went right back up. And I got put options too on this earlier, like after that statement came out. I got put options. I sold my puts right before the close, just because if the market's just going to absorb that negative news, I'm not going to just sit in the trade. I'll just wait, and I'll see if there's another opportunity for me later on. But today was also a really good day. We took profits on MULN. I got out with my final profit on MULN, 100% from $1.81 up to $3.62. We also crushed NRSN, 44% take profit on my best take on that trade. I'll walk you guys through all that stuff. I got 2 open swing trades. I was pretty active today. I really was. I was pretty active today. So that's what happened with the markets today. I think that the Fed has become a lot more hawkish than people had expected. And I don't know, guys. I think that the markets are going to have a rude awakening when we get the Fed minutes. When the Fed minutes come out, which I'm not sure the date off the top of my head, it's usually about 2 weeks after the Fed meeting. I'll get back to you guys on the exact date for the Fed minutes, but the Fed minutes are going to be notes from the previous Fed meeting. And I got a feeling that those notes are gonna have some really hawkish tones in there, especially about balance sheet runoff, that may take the markets by surprise. I think the markets are okay with the rate hikes now that Jerome Powell specifically said that he believes the economy is so strong, the economy can flourish in the face of the rate hikes. But the balance sheet runoff is another discussion, and that's really where my concerns are. My concerns are not really in the rate hikes. My concerns in the balance sheet runoff and taking liquidity out of the market. That's what the Fed's doing when they sell assets off their balance sheet. They're taking liquidity out of the market. Rather, when they buy assets and securities to increase the size of their balance sheet, they're providing liquidity to the market. And when you take that liquidity away in a rising rate environment, and potentially, we don't know yet, but potentially slowing growth and slowing earnings environment over the next couple of months, that's not a recipe for all-time highs. All right. So we'll have to see what happens. I think the turning point for this market could be the Fed minutes being released. Wish they would have just said they would do 50 basis points at the beginning rather than 25. Well, you know what? I got to tell you guys, and I got to be honest, if Russia never invaded Ukraine, I'm pretty confident that on last Wednesday, we would have got a 50 basis point rate hike. I'm pretty confident we would have a 50 basis point rate hike. It was priced in already. Remember the futures market was pricing in a 63 or 64% chance of a 50 basis point hike at the first meeting. And then Russia invaded Ukraine, and then that likelihood dropped significantly. So I'm telling you, if that never happened and oil didn't go to 130 and wheat and all these fertilizer costs, and you didn't have that extra aspect of inflation, because inflation was already red hot out of control, and then Russia invaded Ukraine and made red hot out of control exponentially worse. Okay, but inflation, even before Russia invaded Ukraine, inflation was out of control. It just made it even worse. But if that never happened, I think you would have already got 50 basis points. And Jerome Powell very specifically today said, like, do not rule out 50 basis points in the May meeting. The May meeting, you might get 50 basis points. You got to see what the inflation numbers are going into that meeting. But if inflation does not come down at all, and it's still just on an upward trajectory, you will get a 50 basis point hike in May, and the markets will hate that. Mike, based on macroeconomic standpoint, it's strategically sound for the Fed to raise rates higher while global supply chain issues remain unsolved. They don't have a choice. Okay, so the answer to your question, Kerr, is it's not strategically sound, but they don't have a choice. You don't want to raise rates into it's never the Fed's desire to raise rates because they have to. The Fed wants to raise rates because they can. Raising rates because you can is a good thing. And that's why actually historically stocks have gone up in rising rate environments. You have to understand that it's not just, rising interest rates automatically means stocks go down. That's not true. Historically, over time, when the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates, historically, stocks have gone up, even though rates are rising. But historically, you can raise rates when the economy is strong enough to absorb those interest rates and keep inflation from getting out of control. But that's preventing inflation. That's maintaining price stability. Once inflation's already out of control, the Fed no longer has a choice. The prime example of this was 2018. 2018, inflation was 1.7%. Okay, 1.75%, underneath their 2% benchmark. The economy was red hot. We were at like 3.7 or 3.8% unemployment. Economy we were just dealing with the US-China trade war situation in 2018. The Fed came out and raised rates because they could, not because they had to. It was because they could. Markets didn't like it. The stock market actually went down because they raised rates actually pretty quickly, and they were basically on autopilot. And Jerome Powell even suggested, this is very early in his term as Fed chair, and he was not as coached, publicly speaking, as he is now. And he gave the impression that they're just on autopilot to just raise rates, and the markets hate it. The markets went down. You got about a 20% drop in the markets. And then Jerome Powell was like, you know what? Never mind. Okay, forget it. We're going to cut rates. And he ended up cutting rates back to zero because he could, because inflation was 1.7%. We were at full employment. Everything was fantastic. And then COVID hit in 2020. Hell broke loose, right? Now, you don't have the luxury of raising rates. The market's not liking it. Like, okay, never mind. We'll just raise rates back down, because you can't. Because now inflation is 8, 9, 10%. You've got to stop inflation. Inflation was 1.7 last time. Now, last reading was 7 or 8%. You're going to probably get a 9, 10% inflation number on your next data reading that comes out. So they don't have the luxury of not doing this. It's not a matter of, is it economically or is it strategically sound? They don't have a choice. Can't let inflation go to 20%. It'll cost you $10 for a bag of potato chips. What's the question here, folks? Next question, guys. Don't be shy. Type your questions in chat, folks. I'm here to help. Don't be shy. Are small caps waking up? You know what? Yeah, a little bit. They're still not hot. They're definitely still not hot. Small caps have been pretty quiet for months. I mean, going back to since probably like November. Small caps have been pretty quiet. There's just been better action in other areas of the market, like the overall markets, large caps, mid caps. There's just been better commodities. There's been better opportunities there, and that's where traders' attentions have been for the most part, and that's why small caps have traded a lot quieter than what you may have seen during other time periods, like during maybe what you saw during 2021, maybe like in the summer months. Small caps were pretty hot, but they are starting to trade a little bit better. Like NRSN today traded a lot better than other small caps. Obviously, you've had MULN, which is a small cap that's made a huge move over the last couple of days. And we caught both of these. We caught NRSN today, and we caught MULN from last week. Remember, we bought MULN last week at $1.81 on Tuesday. And now here we are today, Monday, with a final take profit at 362. Stock currently trading 328, and that's good for a 100% gain on a stock. We're not talking about an option. We're talking about on the stock itself, a 100% gain. It doesn't really get too much better than that, folks. I mean, I'm really, really, really happy with this trade, but I don't think it's done yet. And I'll talk about this a little bit later on in this live stream, what my plans are for MULN. And now with small caps, you can add Siren, CYRN. You can add this one to your watch list. This is cybersecurity stock. And I'll talk to you guys more about cybersecurity stocks. And that goes into one of my open swing trades, as I think that the news cycle is going to soon be dominated by cybersecurity. President Biden today suggested to companies, he was very adamant in telling companies to bolster your cybersecurity efforts, as they are expecting, an uptick in cyber attacks coming from Russia. The press conference today was very, very somber. This woman was talking about, water and power supplies that are at jeopardy, and it was like, whoa, okay. And that gave a boost to all your cybersecurity stocks. And Siren, CYRN, is a small cap cybersecurity play that got really, really, really good action late in the day today on the back of that news. IronNet is another one, IRNT. These are some small cap cybersecurity plays you can take a look at. I personally like Siren better than I do IronNet. I think it trades better. It's got more range. So you can take a look at Siren. Just keep these stocks on your watch list. Okay, keep these stocks on your watch list. Speaking of, are small caps heating up? These are some that you can keep an eye on. In this market, what are the top things to focus on if we want to have success in trading in this stock market? I mean, I don't think this market's not different than any other. It's like what you're experiencing right now in this market is normal market environments. What you experienced last year was not normal. And I try to explain this to people that have just gotten it. A lot of people just got involved in the market over the last 2 years because of whatever, because of meme stocks, AMC, GameStop, because of Dogecoin, or because of Shibu or something, some other, crazy social media thing. And because of COVID, and everybody had free time on their hands. So a lot of people never have experienced what a real normal market environment is like. they've never experienced what a normal market environment. They just think, oh, stocks just only go up. No, that's not the case. Stocks do not just only go up. The market environment that you're in right now is normal. Okay, all stocks everywhere don't just go up for no reason just because someone on Reddit is talking about a stock. You know, valuations and fundamentals actually do matter in the stock market, and a stock is not going to go from $5 to 500 just because someone thinks that there's going to be a short squeeze. You know, that's not a normal market environment. This is a normal market environment. You want to focus on, you know, actual real education, not just following something that you read on Twitter. Understanding how to identify opportunities in the market, understanding technical analysis, your risk management, all the things that we teach you inside of True Trading Group. Those are things that you want to focus on. You know, solid professional technical analysis with, you know, fundamentally sound analysis of like the bigger picture, like what's going on in the market, why are stocks going up, why are stocks going down, like understanding why are fertilizer stocks on fire, like why did Mosaic make a new 52-week high today, why did CF Industries make a new all-time high today, why is Occidental Petroleum on fire, why is Pioneer Natural Resources making new highs, why is Devon Energy making new highs, why is oil moving higher today. Like understanding those concepts will help you make money. And that's exactly what you'll learn as a member of True Trading Group. Okay. So folks, you guys did a great job on the Q&A session there. You guys asked some really good questions. Listen, if you're not a member of TTG and I did not get to your question, don't worry about it. We do these 6 nights a week. Okay. Just make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And I'll be more than happy to answer one of your questions another night here this week. If you are a member, and I didn't get to your question, be sure to send a message to myself or any one of the other professional traders inside of TTG. We'll be more than happy to help answer one of your questions in chat, or maybe any one of the near 10,000 TTG family members would gladly help answer any questions that you have. Okay. And if you're not a member, if you think that being able to ask myself or any one of the other 8 professional traders that are mods inside TTG, if being able to ask them a question during the day sounds odd to you, I assure you it is the norm inside of True Trading Group, folks. Okay. But speaking of non-members, I'd like to see what we've got working here. Do me a favor, guys. Type the number 1 in chat if you're not a member of TTG. Okay. Type the number 1 in chat if you are not a member of TTG. All right, we got Ubada, Nick Soronas, Andrew Richards, John Ontiveros, Silk City, Pablo Jimenez, Denise Carr, Rocco Romano, Jess Invest. It's good, guys. A lot of number 1s that are coming through chat right now. Welcome all of you that are typing the number 1. All right. Welcome all those that are typing the number 1. Folks, what I'll do here real quick is I will explain to you how you can join the TTG platform. We do have some discounts and incentives that are valid until midnight tonight that I'll share with you for those that are interested in joining the TTG platform. And then we're going to cover 2 open swing trade positions that I have today. Okay, 2 positions I'm currently in. I'll tell you what my game plan is. One of them I probably am going to hold for only 1 or 2 days. The other probably 1 or 2 weeks. All right, so I'll talk to you guys about those swing trades, and then I'll talk to you about NRSN, which was the big home run small cap trade that we made today. So a lot of different, and then I'll tell you about MULN, what I think that stock's going to do going forward as I took my final profit off on that. If you caught my live streams for the last week, you'll know I've been long MULN since Tuesday at $1.81. I got flat today at $3.62. That's 100% gain. So we have a lot to cover. But first, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes and tell you how you can join the TTG platform. And I want you to think of True Trading Group as Netflix, the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price for the whole year. You get access to all of our current and future courses and tools. Normally, the membership to TTG is $2,212. However, the next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121. We'll get a 45% discount. It brings the price down to just $12.17. And Adam, you can all say thank you to Adam, because Adam, for those who don't know who Adam is, like, who's this guy Adam? He's my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. He is going to actually be buying the next 20 people retail. He's going to be buying them a brand new free laptop so that you can trade on a brand new laptop. I want you guys trying to trade on a 10-year-old laptop that has viruses and constantly freezes and is crashing on you when you're in the middle of a trade. And then you're also, the next 20 people, not only do you get the free laptop, you're also going to get 2 small private study group sessions to get the individual attention that you need to get help from one of the TTG Pro traders. We combine professional trading education that's both in-depth and complex, yet very easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you never traded a day in your life or you're a pro looking to gain an edge, the curriculum and platform can help you reach your goals that you never thought were possible. We pair that with premium investing tools from today's top fintech companies that if you purchased on your own, you'd spend over $4,000 or $5,000 a year on. As a member of TTG, included in your $12.17 price, you're going to get the trading tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, CBOE, Polygon, Trade Ideas, ETNA, and more. Top it all off, we're a community of active and educated, like-minded, and helpful traders and investors that are led by TTG's team of full-time trading moderators that has over 100 years of combined trading experience that currently sports about a collective 80% win rate that focuses on stocks, options, crypto futures, day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. Results matter at True Trading Group, folks.
Yo, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm going to let you finish. I said I was not buying laptops today and that you should not be buying it either.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's
fine.
Well,
now you are.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just saying I specifically typed, I specifically typed in, I said, I am not buying any laptops for tonight, and you are not buying any laptops for tonight.
No, yeah, I know I'm not buying laptops.
You're an idiot. All right.
But Adam's buying laptops. Everybody say thank you, Adam. Everyone say thank you, Adam. Everyone's today, you can all say, when you sign up, say thank you, Adam, for buying you a brand new free laptop. Because I already said it. It's already out there in the universe. I can't take it back now. It's like trying to put toothpaste back in the bottle. You just can't do it. It's impossible. It's out there. Free laptops. I'm sorry. All right. But folks, your results matter at TTG. And I mean your success. Nobody else's. Your success matters, and it's measurable through your P&L. Okay. TTG exists to empower the retail trader. And the fact of the matter is, bottom line, the vast majority of TTG members are making money and they're becoming better traders thanks to the TTG platform. And if you don't believe me, watch this. Gang, if you're a member of True Trading Group and you're simply making money because of TTG and you're becoming a better trader, I'd like for you to type the $ in chat right now. Again, if you are a member and you're making money because of TTG, I'd like for you to type the $ in chat right now. Anyone that typed the number 1 before when I asked if you were a new member, see how many $ come flying through on this side of the screen. These $ are TTG members that are telling you that they're making money because of TTG, and if they can do it, so can you. There's no difference between these people and you. They found True Trading Group most likely the same way you did, and that's one of these live streams. They've got full-time jobs. They had small accounts. They didn't know anything before they joined. They lost money in the markets before. Whatever excuse you can think of for yourself, they had it. They overcame it, and here they are telling you now that they're making money. If they can do it, so can you. Now, you heard me for about the last 5-10 minutes talk about TTG and why you should join the platform. Well, now you guys can watch as I put my money where my mouth is. Because hear me now and hear me clear. Anyone that joins True Trading Group by midnight tonight, not only are you going to save not only are you going to get a 45% discount, which brings the price down to just $12.17. Not only are you going to get a free laptop, thank you, Adam. Not only do you get 2 small private study groups to get individualized attention to get your questions answered, not only do you get all of our future and current courses and tools, but I will give you double your money back at the end of your membership if you do not make the $12.17 back at least once through your membership. All you need to do is give me a little effort. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one private study group. And if you still do not make the 12-17 back at least once by the end of your membership, I will give you back $2,434. I'm dead serious. You'll pay $12.17. If you don't make $12.17 back during your membership, I will give you $2,434, and you can keep that brand new free laptop that Adam was so kind to buy for you out of his own pocket, full retail price from Best Buy tonight.
Look, you don't have to keep digging it. I get it. You said it. I'm gonna do it, but then move on. You know what I mean? It's fine.
I just want to make sure everybody knows.
Let me be crystal clear.
I just want them all to understand.
I understand. Let me be crystal clear.
How generous you are.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Can you give me a second, please? Let me be crystal clear. If I could offer a laptop for free with your membership every single night, I would do it. I would do it because it's badass. Double your money back and a free laptop every single night. It's incredible. That would be a dope offer to put out there all the time. But we can't. And we cannot continue to keep buying them either. So sign up for the right reasons. All right? And you don't have to keep rubbing it in. We're good. I get it. I'm buying them tonight.
But when you do sign up, make sure you guys say thank you, Adam.
You're such a dick.
All right. So, folks, there you have it. So, again, I'm being dead serious. $12.17 is what it will cost you to join us tonight. If you don't make the $12.17 back, I'll give you double it, $2,434 back. Where's your risk? I'm removing it for you. I simply feel that if I'm going to come up here every night and I'm going to ask you to entrust the TTG platform in helping you reach your goals, that we need to double down, and I'm going to put that 12-17 up with you. You put up 12-17, I will put up 12-17, and I'll give you that double your money back guarantee. Just go to ttgoffer.com right now. The price will show $22.12, which is the original price. You have to enter the coupon code TTG121, click enter, fill out your info, go to checkout, you're good to go. You'll see for yourself on that website, guys. There's no fine print. Everything I'm telling you, it's right there. That double your money back guarantee right there on the checkout page. You'll know you're getting one of those 20 laptops. As long as you see one in your checkout cart, you are good to go. When you go to checkout, if you see a laptop there, that means you're getting one of those 20. Guys, take advantage of this because the price is being walked up every 24 hours. So $12.17, that price point is good until midnight tonight. Once midnight crosses, that's it. Price goes up tomorrow. And then once midnight crosses again, price goes up again. It'll go up daily until we reach back to that $22.12 price point. Okay. What is this comment? Let me read this. TTG exists to choose favorites on who they let into their exclusive lifetime membership. If they don't like you, your money is not good. Facts. Rachel Long. Jeez, you're so angry today. No, Rachel, that's not true. So the lifetime membership, I guess what Rachel is referring to, we are phasing out. We do have a lifetime membership. So listen, guys, to be fair with TTG, we do have an upgrade to a lifetime membership or an STR, Sniper Trading Robot add-on. These are things that cost extra once you join the TTG platform, but are not needed in order for you to become successful. The tools, the resources, the courses are all included with the annual membership. There's no upsell for courses and tools. Okay, so to be fair, right? But the lifetime membership, guys, we are getting rid of it. Okay, we are phasing out that lifetime membership. So, Rachel, nobody is choosing. We don't know you. I don't know who you are.
Rachel, the only thing I love more than money is your money. More than happy to take your money if you'd like. So I don't know where that came from, but it's not true. This actually happens a lot.
Yeah, we don't choose sides or favorites, guys. We don't. Oh no, Rachel, I don't like you for some reason, so we're not going to give you a lifetime membership. Spots for a lifetime membership are extremely limited because we are phasing it out. We are getting rid of the lifetime membership. It's just not financially feasible for us to continue with the lifetime membership because of all the tools and resources that are on our platform. It costs. We have to continue to pay for those things as a company to have them on our platform, so you don't have to pay for them. We negotiate the terms with all those companies to have those tools on the platform. Okay, so it just doesn't make sense for us feasible. It's not feasible for us to keep, paying for that for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years for you to use that, and you never give us another dollar from the lifetime membership. So it's not feasible from a business standpoint. So we are phasing it out. All right. So again, folks,
here's Legacy Build. Lies. I have never sent a message in chat nor any platform. They have no idea who I am aside from my credit card number, of which, just to be clear, we do not have that either. I just signed up last week for Lifetime. How do you know we didn't run a complete background check and saw that you saved 7 puppies from an overflowing river? It's just crazy, man. I barely have enough time to do stuff for myself. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't had a haircut in a while. You think I got time to choose favorites out of thousands of people in chat every day?
I just got one the other day.
I saw it. How well do I know you that literally at the beginning of the stream, I was like, nice haircut.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. And I do have hair, for those that wonder. I do have hair.
So, all right, we'll finish up with this. I didn't want that to go not addressed, right? Because that is actually a comment that we get surprisingly often.
Yeah.
So
all right, guys. So like I said, ttgoffer.com. You guys can use that coupon code TTG121 to make sure you take advantage of that discount. Remember, the price goes up at midnight. The next 20 people get the free laptop, and you get the double your money back guarantee. Okay. If you have questions about the membership, or you're having a hard time signing up, you can send a text message. Okay. Do not call, send a text. It's a text only phone number, 201-775-9702. The number's at the bottom of your screen, 201-775-9702. If you're unsure that the TC platform is for you, you're not ready to join yet, but you are still interested, I suggest highly that you join our 1-week trial. It's only $3. You can go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3.com. It's only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure that you are actually a real person and we can maintain the integrity inside of our chat room. There is no automatic upgrade to a full membership. There's no reoccurring payment. It is just a one-time payment of $3. You can go to ttgthree.com if you want to join our trial. 1MO8034 says, existing lifetime members are still good though for life, right? Yes, nothing changes for existing lifetime members. Existing lifetime members, you are lifetime for life. Nothing changes for you, but we are going to be no longer offering a lifetime membership. Silk City Brothers says, can I talk to a rep? Yes, I just gave you a phone number, Silk City, that you can send a text message to literally right now. That phone number that's on the bottom of your screen, it's 201-775-9702. Okay, send a text to that phone number right now. All right. And for that, the lifetime membership, listen, if you're not an annual member, you cannot just become lifetime directly. You have to be an annual member first. And we'll do a workshop tomorrow for those interested. We still do have a few of the spots left, but once we close out these spots, that's it, guys. We're going to phase out lifetime, okay? So tomorrow we'll do a workshop at 4:15 for those that are interested. So Rachel, you can attend the workshop instead of yelling that people don't want you to be lifetime. I promise I would be honored to trade with you for the rest of our lives. 4:15 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we'll do a workshop. Adam, where'd you go? Oh, we got our first member here, Jerry. Jerry, welcome to the TTG family, Jerry. Welcome to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Jerry. There's 19 laptops left. 19 laptops left. Jerry, welcome. Czar World says these guys spend more time promoting than teaching and trading. Czar World, my advice to you, brother, is to stick around for a little while. I guarantee you'll learn something, and you'll learn probably more in 30 minutes with me on a live stream than you learned probably in the last entire year on your own, and that's a damn guarantee. Just ask any one of our THD members. Spend one day in chat with me, Czar World. Join the trial. Literally, spend one day in chat with me. I guarantee you'll learn more in one day than you have in the last year trading on your own. I highly suggest that you go to ttgthree.com and do the trial. Otherwise, folks, ttgoffer.com right now if you want that 45% discount before the price jumps at midnight tonight. Yeah, and there's the TTG fam letting you know their thoughts. Okay, guys, let's move on to the main topics of the live stream. We have a lot to go over here today. Okay, we have a lot to go over here today. First, let's touch on MULN. All right, let's touch on MULN first. Congratulations again, my PhD fam that crushed MULN with us. Czar World, if you caught my live stream at all for the last 4 or 5 days, you'll know that I've been long MULN from $1.81. If you're a member of the TTG fam, if you are a member of the TTG fam and you got money with me on MULN, sound off in chat. Tell me how you did. I want to know. Final take profit today for me on MULN at $3.62. Congrats, guys, from the $1.81 entry on Tuesday. Just go back and watch any of my live streams over the last couple of days. You guys will hear me discuss MULN in grave detail. So if you guys made money on this MULN trade with me, I'd love to hear about it. Sound off in chat. All right, so let me talk to you guys about this and tell you what my thoughts are now going forward. Okay, nice. 200% on options for Jimmy, 28%, 48%, 25%, 100% gain, 32%, 100%, 130%, 70%. Final take profit, $4. Way to go, Molly. You got better than me. I got out at $3.62. $4 for Molly. Great job. 43% for Sonny. $1.75 to $3.88 for Steve Mitchell. Boom. Great job. Great job. MT Finn from $1.71. Jeff Fisher, 120%. Hogfan, 64. Still learning, 60. Travis, 100%. Great job. Really nicely done, folks. Really nicely done. So let's talk about it now. What do we think? What do we think happens from here? Where do we go from here? The volume on this stock is absolutely absurd. This stock is trading well over $1 billion with a B dollars a day. Okay, this is just absolutely insane volume. We put in a little bit of a potential topping tail here today, but we get a nice recovery off those lows. A little bit of an indecision doji type of candle. I still don't think that this move is finished. I would love to see the stock consolidate right here for like 1 or 2 more days. I would love to see it consolidate for 1 or 2 more days. If we just do this tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to get myself back long. I would love to see this consolidate, like do something like this tomorrow, and then maybe something like this, and like really form a base down there around that $3 area, and then start your climb, right? Like that is really what I would like to see if you're going to get more out of this MULN. I do think the stock has this type of potential, but I would like to see a reset and a consolidation and show me real true buying support moving higher, because your last key support level was $2. Okay, $2, this was prior highs, became resistance, we gapped above it, then became support, and then the rally happened. I want to see a new $2 support level, right? I want to see buying step up and show me a new level of support so I can then get myself back into the trade. So I'm completely flat in at $1.81 right here on this day. Out, final take profit, $3.62 today, right here. A nice little week-long trade, 100% in a week. I will take it. Guys, Adam wants me to let everyone know that if there are still 20 laptops at midnight, he's not buying anymore. Whatever is sold at midnight will be sold. Okay? We'll have Kindles tomorrow. Okay, so Adam wants me to tell you guys that. Okay. All right. So that's MULN. So I'll let you guys know if and when I get myself back into this trade, but I'd love to see the stock take a breather for the next 1 or 2 days. All right. Take a breather for the next 1 or 2 days, and we'll see if we can get ourselves back into that position. All right. Okay. Now let's go into CF. Okay. CF. This is one of my open swing trades. I bought CF today, and I'm still long a piece of this position. All right. Let's see. Okay. What I'll do now is go to a 3-minute chart, and I'll show you guys my entry on this. Okay. I bought CF right there at $99.94. $99.94. We took a piece of profit off the table up there when we tested the high of the day, and I'm still long a piece of this position. We are currently at 102 at a fresh new all-time high, and I am still long to see if we can get a little more upside into the next couple of days. I'm only planning on holding this for maybe 1 or 2 days. I'd like to see support now around that $100 level. Now that we've broken through, you'll notice these prior highs. See that resistance there right around 100? We broke through it today. I'd love to see that become support. If there's a pullback tomorrow towards 100, see if we can hold it, and then see if we can continue this move to new all-time highs. That's ticker symbol CF. Okay, so that is an open swing trade that I currently have. I did take a piece of profit off the table, but I am still long this position. That is ticker symbol CF. All right. And I also gave, as I always do, for those of you that have small accounts, whenever I trade a large cap stock, something that's going to be higher price like this, I understand not everybody has the capital to trade a stock that's this high price. So what do? Every time I enter a large cap trade, I will alert you to an option contract that you can trade the trade idea with me. Okay, so I will always alert you to an option to coincide with it, which for folks was the 325-102 strike call option. That's going to be an aggressive option, only expiring on Friday. That's an aggressive option there. But we'll see if we can get a little bit more upside tomorrow. And I'd like to see the stock around 105 tomorrow. And then I'll be taking some profits off the table there. Okay. So that's CF. Now let's get into my other swing trade, which is a full position swing trade. CF, I already took 25% of that position off the table. Now we're going to go into a full position swing trade that I intend on holding for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And that's Palo Alto. Okay, Palo Alto, ticker symbol PANW. I'm long this, looking for this stock to get up here to new all-time highs, as I believe that we may have the news cycle be completely dominated by cybersecurity headlines over the next couple of days. President Biden today very specifically said that he highly suggests that companies bolster their cybersecurity efforts in lieu of some cyber attacks coming out of Russia. So if we are going to continue to hear about cyber attacks over the next couple of weeks and the news cycle is going to be dominated by that discussion, that could give a bid to all your cybersecurity stocks. Now, like I said, I understand Palo Alto is a very expensive stock. So whenever I buy an individual stock, I will alert you to an option that you can follow along on that trade with me. Okay. So when I went after and I bought Palo Alto, I'll give you guys my exact entry here, $571.44. The stock's currently trading at $578. I alerted members that if you would like to follow me on this trade, you can go after April 8th expiration, $590 strike call option. At the time, those options were around $12, $13 a contract, 12 or 13 bucks. And again, I'm long from $571.44, but that's the option that you can look for. My stop loss is going to be below 560, like down around 558, 557 or so. I'd like for us to not really waste any time here and just really get moving up towards all-time highs is really what I'm going to be looking for. My first take profit will be up there in front of the all-time high, which is currently 599 is your all-time high. I think in the next couple of weeks, I don't think this happens in one day, but in the next couple of weeks, I think the stock is over 600. I think you can see 610, 615 in the next couple of weeks, and that would give us another absolute home run of a trade if we can get that type of an extension. So these are the two positions that I currently have open. These are open and active swing trades for me. You can also keep an eye on CYRN. CYRN is a small cap cybersecurity name. This is going to be a lot more news driven than just like an institutional bid in the cybersecurity space. So just keep your eyes on CYRN. If there is news about cyber attacks, this stock should move. Okay. My plan here is to swing trade Palo Alto and then day trade CYRN if and when I get those news headlines. Everybody welcome John. John is the newest member of the TTG family. There's now just 18 of those laptops left. 18 laptops now remain. Everybody welcome John. Also, if you guys want, ticker symbol HACK, H-A-C-K. This is a ETF that tracks cybersecurity. You have an inverse head and shoulders pattern form. There's your left shoulder. There's your head. There's your right shoulder. And there is your neckline. Okay. So you have an inverted head and shoulders here on your HACK ETF. If Palo Alto is too expensive for you, if you don't like small caps, take a look at HACK. Palo Alto, CrowdStrike, Fortinet, they are all components of this ETF. Okay. Duggan, everybody welcome Duggan. 17 laptops now remain. Duggan, welcome. Guys, remember, just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, and you guys will be able to get that 45% discount and the double your money back guarantee. The next 17 people get that free laptop. So here's what I'm looking at on HACK. Okay. So your large cap cybersecurity names, your leaders, your dominant ones, Palo Alto, that's PANW. Okay. Everybody welcome Bill. Bill's the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Bill. 16 of those laptops now remain. 16 laptops now left. Everybody welcome Bill. Guys, those laptops are only good until midnight tonight. So Palo Alto is one of those cybersecurity names. Fortinet, FTNT, another one of those cybersecurity names. CrowdStrike, CRWD, another one of those cybersecurity names. But what you'll notice is they're all expensive. They're large cap stocks, $200, $300, $500 a share. But the ETF HACK, $57. Okay. So if you guys want, you can take a look at HACK, take a look at some options on HACK and see if HACK can get up to $60. If Palo Alto makes a new high, if Fortinet, if CrowdStrike, if all those stocks move higher over the next 1 to 2 weeks, if I'm right in thinking that cybersecurity is going to dominate the news cycle for the next 2 weeks, these stocks should move higher. Therefore, this ETF should move higher. And you have a technical setup here that if we can get over this neckline, you've got some room to the upside. Everybody welcome Lewis, the newest member of the TTG fam. 15 of those laptops now remain. Everyone welcome Lewis. All right, guys, remember, ttgoffer.com. If you have questions about the membership, send a text message to 201-775-9702. Everybody welcome Thomas. We're flying now, folks. Everybody welcome Thomas. Newest member of the group, 14 laptops left. Remember, as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you can say, thank you, Adam.
I wouldn't be surprised if these were just all people that didn't like me, that would rather spend the money on a membership so that I have to buy a laptop.
It is, it's very likely. It's very likely.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, oh man, F that guy Adam. He sucks. We make him buy a laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good strategy. All right, folks. So there's the two active swing trades that we've got open. Let's talk about the SPY. Now, I did lose some money today on the SPY. I took the SPY option trade today. put options, took a loss on it, but still a great day. Thanks to MULN, thanks to the CF. NRSN was a big one. And then PA&W, I'm up on both PA&W. I'm up like $7-8 a share. I'm up on CF. I got flat MULN, and we had a home run on NRSN. But I did lose money on the SPY. Let me talk to you guys about that one. I did buy some put options right in here. Okay, I bought some put options right in here on the SPY after Jerome Powell gave those hawkish statements, and the SPY just wouldn't crack. It looked like we were going to crack right here. Looked like we were going to roll it over, but once I just saw that we weren't going to roll, I decided to just get flat to get out of those put options, and I did so right before the bell. We're trading about 80 cents higher right now from that exit. But let's talk about this, because this is the area of resistance that I'm looking for, and this is the teeth of the death cross. Here's your death cross when the 50-day moving average crossed underneath the 200-day. Okay, that's typically a negative sign. All right, that is a negative sign when you get a death cross from a technical standpoint. And we found resistance today right at that 200-day moving average. So I am still looking for the possible put option play, but I stuck to my stop loss. It was an aggressive trade because of the volatility of the option contract that I was going after. Only a week expiration. I went after the 28th expiration, which is exactly 1 week from today. So not a lot of time on that contract. So it is one that's going to be prone to some time decay. And once we started to see the markets were not going to roll over into the close, I said, okay, you know what? I'll just exit this, avoid any type of a gap up liability tomorrow. I can get myself back into that trade if it sets itself up. I want to make sure that I could stick within my risk tolerance, not allow myself to get crushed on any one particular trade. You always want to make sure, folks, that you control your risk in all of your trades so that one trade does not hurt you. Losing trades are going to happen. There's no way around avoiding losing trades, but you just have to make sure that you can lose properly, stay within your risk tolerance, take the loss, move on, live to fight another day. You don't want to blow yourself up on just one trade or give back all of my profit today, because we had a really nice day today. The final take on MULN for 100%, and then NRSN was a home run trade for us today as well. And this is one that we got long at $5.44. Coming out of the trading hall, we took profits up all along the way today. Took profits back up there for the new high. This thing then tested those highs again. Patience, broke through highs. We took profits off as we extended, $7.14 and then $7.84. I mean, this was just a home run trade for us today. Okay, just a home run trade for us today on that NRSN. So I'm not going to complain too much about it. Now, listen, I'll tell you guys this NRSN was an advanced level trade today because of how fast the stock moves. One thing that you'll notice as a member of True Trading Group, for those of you that are brand new, we label all of the moderators. Again, it's me plus 8 other traders that are pro traders that are moderators inside of TTG. We label all of our trade alerts novice, intermediate, and advanced, so that whenever a trade alert is announced, you'll know what the risk and volatility is on that trade based on the label that the trade alert is given. So when I enter a trade like an NRSN, that's going to be moving around very, very quickly. That's going to be a very high risk, very high reward type of trade. Something that you'll be, if you're wrong, you're losing not 5% or 3%, you're losing 15%. Okay. But you have the potential of making 30, 40, 50%. So the risk reward is there. I'll label it as an advanced level trade. This means this way, if you're brand new and you're just getting started, do not try to follow an advanced level trade. Or if you are going to follow an advanced level trade, make sure your position size is lowered to account for the risk and the volatility. That's something that you'll notice inside of True Trading Group. This way, whenever a moderator enters a trade, you as a member can understand what the volatility and the risk is on that trade, because not every trade is created equal. Okay. Some trades have much higher risk reward than others. Some trades have much higher volatility than others. And I think it's very prudent and it's very important for a member that's going to try to follow a moderator for you to understand that before you get yourself into that trade. And that's why we have those labels on all of our trade alerts. Okay. NRSN being one of them. Okay. I like to require or suggest rather that people have hotkeys when you're going to do that. And hotkeys are, you can literally bind something with one press of the button on your keyboard. Okay. And that's NRSN. All right, guys. So there you have that. So I've got 2 open positions. I'll update you guys with all of this. So again, just to recap, I'm long CF from just under $100, stocks at 102, and I'm long Palo Alto from like 571, stocks currently at 580. Okay, and we'll see if we get more upside. I'm probably only going to hold CF for maybe 1 or 2 days. Palo Alto, I might be holding for 1 or 2 weeks. All right. And there you have it, folks. Okay. That wraps up kind of the main topics there of our live stream. I hope you guys found this helpful, and you understand now, the trades that I made. You have an idea of what I think about MULN, my thoughts on the overall markets, my thoughts on the cybersecurity plays, some really good stuff that you guys can use to try to make money in the next couple of days here. Especially, I'm going to be focusing on some of these cybersecurity stocks. If we're going to get cybersecurity headlines, we're going to try to take advantage of that. All right. What I'd like to do now, for those that are still interested, I'm going to show you now the entire TTG platform. I'll show you the tools and resources that you have access to, because remember, I want you to think of us as the Netflix of trading communities, where you're going to pay one price, you get access to the core of everything that we have. The price of True Trading Group is normally $2,212, but the next 14 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG21, we'll get a 45% discount, brings the price down to just $12.17. That price will go up at midnight tonight, however. All right, the next 14 people get a free laptop that you can trade with. You're also going to get 2 small private study groups so that you can get the questions answered that you need help with, so we can speed up your success. And let me show you guys all the tools and resources you have access to. You're going to get our chat room, of course. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen with you. We're live on the microphone talking to you the way that I'm talking now. We call out our trades in advance of making them. You're going to get to follow all of our trade alerts from a group of traders that sports about a collective win rate of around 80%. We're fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website that tracks every buy and sell that our moderators make, so you can see for yourself how you would be doing if you followed our alerts. You get 2 small private study groups. I told you about that already. But now you're also going to get the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. This gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat room. If you went to Benzinga on your own, you'd have to pay $1,404 to get access to this newsfeed. It's included as part of your 1217 membership, as is everything else I'm going to show you. Everything I'm showing you right now, these are the tools you get access to from these top fintech companies that professional traders use to make better informed decisions. But if you went to buy these on your own, you're going to spend about $4,000 to $5,000 a year. Even if you never followed a single trade alert from any of the TTG moderators, it makes sense for you to join the TTG platform just for the value you get from the tools. Because the Benzinga newsfeed, you'd have to pay $1,404 if you went to Benzinga directly. It's $12.17 to TTG. You get the Benzinga newsfeed. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. That's a few $100 a year as well. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. This is included with your membership. You also get to use the Trade Ideas scanner. Again, another few $100 a year. Make sure you always know what stocks are making new highs, new lows, and which ones have a surge in volume to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Again, all of this is included. You get to use our simulator. The simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Again, this would cost you several $100s a year if you paid for it on your own. You're going to get to use our own proprietary scanner that has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto, for all my crypto enthusiasts out there. Unusual options activity, dark pool data. Guys, this is thousands of dollars a year worth of data and information that is included on your TTG platform with your $1,217 membership fee. This is the information and data that professional traders use to make better informed decisions, and now it is at the fingertips of my TTG family. This is what I mean by TTG is a platform. It is designed to empower and level the playing field for the retail trader. Even if you never followed one of our trade alerts, the value of the platform is thousands of dollars, and you get access to it for just $12.17. You also get a trading journal. The journal will track all of your trading and give you statistics and data so you can actually see what you are doing wrong, so we know what you need to fix in order to improve your results. Then we have a social sentiment scanner that scours through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tells you what ticker symbols are being mentioned the most so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Unlimited analyst ratings. You can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on any stock you are interested in. Guys, that's valuable when you're trying to make your trading and investing decisions. Then you're always going to get our watch list and our game plan. Every day you'll know what stocks the moderators have their eyes on and how we intend on trading those stocks. And then you also get, of course, the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, there's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We have it in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Hear me clearly. There are no VIP or pro level courses that will cost you more money once you join. You get access to every single course we have when you join for just $12.17. Then on top of the courses, there's a video library that has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. And then as a full-time member, you can actually attend these workshops live, interact with TTG members, interact with TTG moderators. Guys, it's time you invested in something real, not in the gimmick, not in some secret special formula, okay? But something real, a real platform that gives you the information, education, tools, and resources that professional traders use. Something that can actually help you reach your goals. Listen, with True Trading Group, I can't promise you the world. I can't promise you that you're going to make millions of dollars, fire your boss, buy a Lamborghini, and move into a mansion in a month. There's never a perfect time to make a commitment. Only you can make that decision and create that change for yourself. What I can promise you is a real chance at success as long as you're willing to put in an effort. I don't need 40 hours a week. Just give me a couple hours a week, and that's enough, I think, for us to help you reach your goals. What I can promise you is that I will give you double your money back if you don't make the $12.17 back throughout your year membership. That's $2,434 that I'm going to give you back if you don't make the $12.17, and you're going to keep that free laptop. So technically, adding the value of the laptop, you are guaranteed at least a 100% return if you don't make that $12.17 back at least once. And what I can promise you, folks, is that when you join True Trading Group, you're joining a community of traders that actually gives a damn whether you succeed or fail. And what I can promise you is the day that you join is the day that our relationship begins. The ball is in your court. You just have to be willing to put in a little bit of time, energy, and effort. If you are, myself, the other mods, the TT fam, we're going to be here with you every single step of the way to help you walk through that process. You have to go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, and again, that gets you the 45% discount, but that price goes up at midnight. It gets you the free laptop. The laptops are done at midnight, and it gets you that double your money back guarantee. If you're still unsure, you can do our trial. It's 1 full week. It's only $3. Go to TTG3 spelled out, THRE.com, and you guys can join our 1 week trial. There's no recurring payment. There's no automatic upgrade. Okay. If you do not want to manually upgrade to a full-time membership, it just expires. And you're never charged anything ever again. So one-time payment of $3, that's it.
Also, really quick, we did a survey with members and non-members. Mm-hmm. Okay, for them to win, for them to have a chance to win $100 each. 5 members or non-members to win $100 each. What we are going to do is after this stream is done, we are going to reach out to those people who were selected, and then we are going to go ahead and put it in our public changelog page on True Trading Group so they can go and check it. Okay. And then we will reach out to them, and then we will make sure that they are paid the $100. Fun fact, only one of them was a member.
Very cool.
All right. Also, code word for tonight is presenter. The code word for tonight is presenter. All right.
All right, there you have it.
Yeah, man.
All right, folks. So yeah. So that's for TTD members. Our code word there is presenter. All right. So that's for members. That's part of our giveaways. If you're not a member, don't worry about that. We do these code words. We do these giveaways with members. We give away cash, electronics, a bunch of fun stuff. I believe that's code word number 3 out of 12, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it, folks. Okay. So again, ttgoffer.com. TTG121 coupon code. If you have questions, send the text 201-775-9702. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on any one of these lives. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.